Ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to be looking at r/gang stalking, which is a crazy subreddit where individuals think that they are being stalked by an organized group. So there's an organized group focused on stalking them. First up, think I'm being harassed on radio. I'm pretty sure I'm being harassed in satellite radio on different channels. Usually I can hear the same type of harassment I get daily, but from either the radio host or background people saying things. I'm almost sure a major car company is involved in my gang stalking and how the radio harassment started. They have the funds and connections to do such a thing. My gang stalking ramped up after working there. So a major car company has gotten a radio host or background people saying things to gang stalk this one individual. They're likely just messing with you to make you think that. Lots of potential rabbit holes to go down with this. I think the government should be the focus. They are either behind it, should be warning people about it, and or should be going after the people that are doing the stalking targeting. So they are the key regardless. Unfortunately, it seems like they aren't interested in actually helping people. What? What are you talking about? Could be the government as well? Like, what are these people talking about? Some of the crazy things these harassers tell me on almost a daily basis. Okay, so this person has actual contact with the harassers. All right, let's see what these crazy stuff is. Number one, we're just trying to help you. This is the most obvious lie. Here's the thing, I know exactly who some of these people are, but some I don't know. I have not harmed these people in any way, and they know that. More importantly, none of these people speak to me in person, and I don't speak to them, so this claim is null and void. Using technology to hurt someone's body is not help. We're torturing you to help pay your bills. Yes, I have bills, but it's definitely not these people who are paying them. We're trying to get you a new apartment, house. We're investigating you. Since when is torturing someone part of an investigation? My favorite one, number 5. Not my favorite one, it just says my favorite one. Yes, we are trafficking you, but we have to do this. Yes, you read that right. I overheard someone saying this to me from afar. Are you insane? Every bigoted insult you could think of. Alright, gotta put in some bigotry in there, right, from the gang stalkers. Number 7, you are making a lot of money. How exactly, and why don't I have access to that money? And number 8, why don't you move out? Why don't you stop committing heinous human rights violations? These are a few things that said to me via V2K on Zoom/Skype. The spies are even yelling at me outside of where I live. This is how bad the harassment is. Get your facts straight. This is not harassment. This is torturing technologies. They beam speech into your skull to drive you to the nearest vertical surface. The sensations are like Gauss cannon. They're fucked in the head. Like every single comment, there's nobody saying like, nah man, like you chill. I mean, what do you expect from this gang stalking? But like somebody has to go to these people and say, dude, like what's up? We're just trying to help you. Probably it's like this guy's like mom or dad, outside. Hey dude, like what's up? You've been missing. We're trying to help you. They're like messaging him on Skype, This dude is like out here like, fuck, they're out to get me, man. They're out to get me. Look at this. They got my mom and dad, man. They're like beaming speech. Does anyone ever get out? I'm just curious to know if it has ever ended for anyone. I see people getting gang stalked for decades, but has anyone successfully gotten out of it? I'm close to 20, but I think it could start even before my birth. I'm tired as fuck. Oh yeah, this dude was like gang stalking him in the fucking like balls of his dad, the sperms in there, like watching him fucking gang stalking him, getting him to the egg. What do you mean I've been gang stalked before my birth? Who did they gang stalk? Your mama? Like the only way out is death. Just ate some food at home, which I'm pretty sure was laced. I know someone has been trying to hunt me down for at least a few years, but lately I'm starting to think my friends, or at least some of them, are in on it. It seems like almost everything in my life is being meticulously planned to cause me to have a mental breakdown, after which I'll be in a weakened state and whoever this person is can attack. Reasons I believe this, in chronological order, right? Let's not get it mixed up. When I made a Telegram account, it was logged into within the hour from another country. I had a car follow me. I had left a signal on, then switched it right. They stayed behind me. I even took 4 more right turns and they stayed behind me. I lost them. Then a few days later, that car showed up near my house with a dude in it parked there for hours. Some tried to log into my Twitter and Instagram account within 6 days of each other. Someone tried to log into my Facebook account again. Strange car near my house with someone sitting in it for at least 20 minutes. And now my friends keep saying repeating made up stories, insult me when I disagree with them on even the most minute things, and overall just make my life worse again. Again, not all of them. There's some other personal stuff that I do not want to get into, as well as other stuff that if I said could identify me. I am so fucking tired of constantly being hunted. I'm thinking my best solution is just to withdraw from as much as possible and read books and play games and go on the internet until I am fine facing the reality that I'm being hunted. Bro, like these guys. Some dude just replies, yeah, same thing's happening to me. V2K is a tool used for conspiracies to commit murder. Guys, I looked up what V2K is. Apparently it means voice to skull technology. So these are people, probably schizophrenic people who are listening, who are hearing voices in their head. And by this subreddit, they're being told, no, you're not schizophrenic. You don't need help. You're being gang stalked. You're having voice to skull technology used by like 6 people. They're like beaming this through your apartment to get this voice into your head. And these people go on Reddit and other people agree with them. Some trolls, some bots, they agree with them, and this just gets worse. And there's just like your neighbor is in his room for the past like year. He's been going crazy, thinking he's being gang stalked, and then he's gonna like kill himself or somebody else. Like, I've been going through V2K since 2019. Dog, you haven't. Just go to the doctor. The targeting lasted months on end and only stopped when I went to the hospital. Oh yeah, really? When they gave you medicine, it stopped. Every time after leaving the hospital, the V2K always started back. I began to notice a pattern around my perceived substance use. The gang stalkers try to hide their crimes by making you seem like you're in a mental health crisis or a drug-induced psychosis. They're not true. So this guy is saying, oh, no. Guys, the gang stalkers, right? Get this, guys. Come in. When he uses drugs, that's when the gang stalkers beam the voice into their skull, right? Because they want to make it seem like it's from the drugs. Of course, it's not from the drugs. Like, how the drugs making you hear voices? No, of course the gang stalkers are doing this so that the hospital staff don't believe this guy and think that he's hearing voices from the drugs, right? And probably when the hospital gives him medicine, the gang stalkers stop beaming the voice to make him think that the hospital is working. Anyways, moving on. The only thing they do is try to make you seem unreliable and untrustworthy by feeding you misinformation that they get you to use to try and report undocumented claims of harassment or stalking. This just strengthens their attempts to make you look unreliable or in a psychosis. When my V2K first began, again, voice to skull, I made a lot of trips to the hospital for hearing voices and calls to the local authorities to report it, which landed me in jail a couple of times. However, I was introduced to a program that gave me a psychiatrist. The doctor does not believe that I'm being gang stalked by private citizens or the governments, but he also put me on medications for schizophrenia. Wow! Really? For a while, I heard no voices and thought that they must have grown tired of their false allegations. Guys, the psychiatrist puts him on medicine for schizophrenia, and then the gang stalkers got tired, right? Which is crazy. I want to test my theory of V2K being hidden as a psychosis every time I use a substance. So I used, and sure enough, the V2K started back stronger than it was when it stopped. So this genius decided that the voice to skull technology was only used when he's on drugs. So he used drugs and he started hearing voices, and his theory has been confirmed. So sure enough, the V2K started back stronger than it was when it stopped. I like to argue that I am innocent of committing any crime that could have caused this torture, but V2K voices argue that this is justified because I informed other inmates about my cellmate being a pedophile while in county jail. The V2K is the county jail's way of retaliating against me for using my freedom of speech against a white Christian male. They have even tried to use rhetoric to try and act like they're doing the Christian thing by trying to make me out to be a hypocrite or use examples of eye for an eye from the Bible. Christian beliefs and rhetoric cannot be used as a justification for violating constitutional and civil rights. America recognizes that there is a God, but the United States of America is not a Christian nation. It has now been 6 years since I started hearing V2K, and it is just as debilitating to me now as it was on day 1 in 2019, since my tormentors and V2K voices have tried every possible way to threaten, to kill or rape every member of my family, including my fiancée, if I didn't kill myself. I believe all targeted individuals are currently the target of a conspiracy to commit murder. This dude has a wife. This dude has a family. Bro, this could be like your friend. This could be your neighbor. This could be some dude out there convinced he's hearing voices. And then when he's on pills, he's convinced that the pills are placebo or whatever. And the people are, the voices only stop talking to try to convince him, right? And then he does drugs and the voices come back. My neighbors have been using voice to skull technology on me for a year straight. Throughout the torture, I was able to find out their address, even the inside of their house. I've seen and talked to them in person around my property and a good look at all their faces. Should I report them? Actually, the comments here are really smart. They know it's not the neighbors, right? The comments here are logical. It's not your neighbor. Alright, makes sense. You're being manipulated into believing it's your neighbors with direct energy weapons by the military-industrial complex. Your neighbor is as clueless as a carrot. Dude, this tech is so advanced to the point that they keep it a secret even within the government-owned bodies and departments. I believe those who operate the system have certain skills that those with normal educations don't have. The program... Oh, this is a moderator, guys. This guy is the king of gang stalking. The program is very deceptive. Many people think a lot of it is AI voice generation used to impersonate people and confuse the victim. Reporting V2K isn't likely to help you much at all. So be careful not to say anything that could get you into trouble if you do report it. Guys, this is insane. Like, imagine the amount of damage one psychopath can do. If I just went onto this subreddit and if I just messaged some of these people and said, dude, I'm stalking you, dude, your name is whatever, I saw your Reddit post, hide in your house or I'm coming for you. If I could make a post here saying, guys, don't trust the moderators message me like this, you could fuck with these people. You could get somebody to kill themselves if you just message them and be like, yo, I'm gang stalking you, and just like be the first proof in real life for them. Like, I almost want to do it. I almost want to make a post here saying like the moderators are gang stalkers and just see like what the fuck happens. Like, Jesus Christ, man.